You're live.
Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Manny, and I'm coming to you live from... Where am I, actually?
Shoveltown.
The Shoveltown Brewery. Thank you, Allison. And I'm with my two old friends here, Allison Rothwell and Trevor Penick. It's so good to be with you guys.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to start right here to my immediate right, because you are actually the reason why we're all here tonight. You are the star of the evening, and I'm so honored and privileged to be here on yet another one of your amazing short films.
Yes.
Not only are we here for the premiere tonight, but we are on the set of the actual film.
Yes, we filmed right in there.
What are we doing? What's the name of the film? What's the...
It's
What are we here for?
It's called Old Friends, and it's about maybe some people that knew each other in a past life and that reconnect in a kind of different sort of way.
Excellent. So I was kind of getting a little bit of information, talking to your friends out on the set here behind the scenes.
Yep.
On people like my friend John back there.
Yep.
And I was wondering how much of like life met art here. Because it seems like, you and first of all, I was asking, how do you get Trevor, right, onto a short film? And I got a little bit of behind the scenes take, but what is the deal here? How did you get someone like Trevor, who is, for me anyway, famous, right? He's been on MTV.
I don't think he likes that word.
So, listen, I'm not a big fan of it either, bro. I get it all the time. Even though I'm a lot less famous than you, I do get it, and I hate it. So I understand. But how does that work?
So basically, I had a script, and I went to the Pop 2000 show, which Trevor performs at with O-Town, and it's a great show. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I met him at a VIP, and then the following week, I was listening to a podcast where he was being interviewed, and I heard him mention that he dropped out of college to join the TV show Making the Band, which is how O-Town got formed, and that he had been studying acting, and that he really wanted to have some acting jobs. And so I just happened to have a script in my back pocket, and I just slid into his DMs.
Like, is it that easy?
I slid.
Is that how it works?
I slid and I slid and I slid.
Slid a couple times.
I slid for many months. Until finally he was like, "Hey, let's get on a Zoom call and let's chat about it."
Okay, and from where your standpoint was, what made you respond? Because I'm sure you get a lot of girls sliding in your DM.
No. I enjoy acting. So anytime someone wants to possibly have me do a film, a series, anything, hit me up. I read the script. I liked what it was. A little short film. I loved, if I could have the time to do it. I love doing acting on the side. I would love to do it more, and so I love taking the opportunities when they come to me.
Word, perfect. And I did want to hit a little bit on your trajectory in life, starting off with where I first know you from, and that is the unprecedented Making the Band show on MTV.
Making the Band.
We gotta say, this was the first ever Making the Band. Like before Diddy came along and everything. You did no Diddy. No, we're not doing that tonight. No. But you were.
He had nothing to do with season 1
at all.
No.
Listen.
Pre-Diddy.
Anyway, we're not going to go into any of that. We're going to talk about just you and, where I first know you from is music. And I remember seeing an interview and probably the same one that you saw, where, basically your first love was more in theater and acting. What made you take that shift into serious music role? You were holding down the boy band era.
Music was the thing that kind of was the extra. Acting was the thing I thought I wanted to do. I grew up playing sports, and when I was like, I don't want to be a professional athlete, I was like, I want to be an actor. I want to be an actor. I didn't think about music. I loved music, but I went to college for acting. And then while I was in college, I auditioned for Making the Band. And so the acting dream just kind of got pushed aside because I made the band. I never thought I was ever going to do music. I just made it. So so acting kind of got pushed to the side. I did the music thing. So now as I can do the music thing, I'd love to be able to do the acting thing.
I have to ask, and then we'll get right back to the movie, I swear. But, they say there's, with reality TV, there's not much reality there. So how much did your acting skills come into play with the show?
And Making the Band, none, really.
Really?
That first season of Making the Band was done like real world.
Wow.
The cameras were around 24/7, just like this, just in our face as we were talking. Wow. So there wasn't a lot of acting going along.
So we really got to see what you guys went through on a day-to-day basis.
That was back when reality TV was actually reality.
Wow.
Yeah, you remember that?
Those were the good old days, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's bring it back to the reason why we're here tonight, and that is Old Friends. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you about the script and why, you thought some of the key elements that you brought together, from the actors to the production team, really helped to make this project work out the way it did?
So I'm an actress, and I've always done safe roles. I've always been the mom or the neighbor, girl next door kind of thing. And I have a friend who's a writer, and just one day he asked me, like, what kind of a role do you want to play next? And I was like, something creepy,
Yes.
something stalkerish, something a little different than my normal everyday life. And he was like, okay, cool. And then the next day he texted me and he was like, check your email. And he just like wrote me this script.
And then you had to make
and he
it.
was like, here you go, make a movie. And I'm like, I don't know how to make a movie. I don't know what to do. Like, I've always acted. I've shown up to set, done my thing, and left. And then I've never had to do anything else post acting. And
She did so good.
Yeah.
thank you. So it was a complete like learning experience. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, but I found a production company, John from Hollywood.
My boy.
He helped me from beginning to end. He's still helping me. If I didn't have him, I would have probably given up like months and months ago, because once filming's done, that's nowhere near the end of it. Right. And luckily, I didn't have anything to do with the editing, because that's not my forte.
Right.
So thank you to John and Leanne for doing all of the editing. And I was just really happy that Trevor agreed to act opposite me. I mean, I never, when I first got the script, thought that I'd be acting opposite one of my favorite boy band guys.
Listen,
like,
and thanks to you and John, I'm actually interviewing one myself. So I'm very happy right now. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I mean,
you.
it just, I watched Making the Band when it came out. I mean, I'm a couple years younger than Trevor. I was like going into, I think I was my senior year of high school, and I watched the whole thing. And then, after I kind of rediscovered O-Town within the last couple of years because of the Pop 2000 show, never in a million years would I have thought that Trevor would have been the one acting opposite me. Like, I thought I would have just, auditioned local actors and found somebody from Massachusetts or Rhode Island to act opposite me. But once I got the idea in my head that I wanted Trevor to play Holden, I was like, yeah, there's nobody else that's going to do it. Like, I'm just going to keep asking till he says yes.
Well, and one of the other thing I wanted to ask is, I actually noticed you initially on Facebook. I was just scrolling one day and I seen that you had put a post for this film, just inquiring if anybody wants to get involved. And then like a couple days later, I saw that you had put that you had Trevor involved. I was like, how did that? I have no idea how that happened. It's crazy, because right now you're on, like, all the other posts, you see a million a day of people looking for help making movies and things like that. And then you get a big name like Trevor Penick attached to what you're doing. Tell me how that moment was for you. And did you see like a bigger picture unfolding before your eyes?
I mean, the good thing about having Trevor was that even if the movie sucked, which I knew it wasn't going to, but even if it did, I could say I had the experience of hanging out with one of my favorite like boy banders, and like, he's like just a normal guy. Yeah. Like, he's not like, back in the day when I was 18, there were, posters on the wall of all the people. And
he was on your wall.
But yeah, he was on my wall.
He was? Well, that's weird.
With the rest of the boy
But
bands,
yeah.
Well, I mean, you were one of the pioneers in music during the boy band era. Like, it was O-Town, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Yeah.
I mean, LFO, we can't leave them out either. Those are my guys, too.
Right. 98
But you know what I'm
degrees.
saying? 98 degrees. Sorry, Nick. But you know what I'm saying? You were a pioneer, so of course you were on every girl's wall back in 2000.
2000, yeah. So I mean, even if the movie came out horrible, I could be like, well, I had this really cool experience, and I got to hang out with Trevor.
All right, I know. Trevor got to go. He's freezing.
Trevor's
we got to get this
freezing.
movie started. So before we go, Trevor, one last question. From your perspective, how does it feel going from giant MTV productions to this small budget, very family-oriented production?
I love small films, small productions. I've done a couple. I've done them in LA. They're great. I love getting a small crew of people together and just building something. It's incredible. I mean, not everything has to be $1 billion budget. You know what I mean? It's fun to get into these small spaces and work with what you have.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
I enjoy it, man.
And lastly, I want to make sure that everybody knows how to get in touch with you, because I'm sure it's not easy.
Yes, it is.
If people want to hire you, where can they go?
You slide into my DM.
Where is that?
And
though?
keep sliding
Not everyone
until
knows
he
who you are,
answers
Trevor.
you.
It's this camera up here, by the way.
Trevor Penick 24. Trevor Penick 24.
All right.
All platforms.
And then last but not least, let people know how they can get in touch with you, how they can support the film, and maybe how they can get involved in future projects.
Yeah, well, I'm never producing again, so I'm just putting that out there right now. It was a lot of work.
I don't
and
believe that,
I'm
but-
going to stick to acting.
Okay.
My Instagram is actual Allison Rothwell. Follow me on there. And I want to just do whatever anybody wants to put me in. So if anyone's got a movie, they got a role they want me to play, just send me a message, reach out. We are still accepting donations for this movie. We have a GoFundMe. We have Hollywood has a page on their website where you can make donations. We would appreciate any donations.
We'll make sure to link all that stuff in the description above.
Yeah, and I'm just excited that we did it. And now we're going to show a room full of people what we made.
So nervous.
And hope that they like it.
All right. Well, congratulations on this project.
Thank
I
you.
hope all goes well tonight. I know all will go well tonight. And thank you for joining me today, Trevor. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you. Allison, good luck in all your future projects.
Thank you.
And as always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with your boy, Manny. Manny J Media, Community Delivered. We'll see you real soon. Peace.